Listen, let me tell you a story about a man called Chike. Big, strong Chike, the kind of man who walked around the village like he owned the ground beneath his feet. But by the time I finish this story, you will laugh because this same Chike who kept everyone afraid, he would soon become the most hand-picked husband in the entire village. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me start from the beginning. Chike married his first wife, Amara, when he was 25 years old. On their wedding day, everybody clapped and danced. Chike smiled like a man who had won the lottery. Amara was beautiful, quiet, and respectful. Her parents trained her well. She could cook, she could clean, and she never talked back to the elders. Chike's chest swelled with pride. Finally, he thought, a woman who would obey him without question. But that smile on Chike's face disappeared faster than free food at a village meeting. One evening, Amara served him his dinner. The soup was warm, the fufu was hot, everything was perfect. But Chike tasted it and his face squeezed up like he had eaten a lemon. Amara, the soup is cold, cold like ice. Are you trying to poison me? Poor Amara's hands started shaking. I am sorry, my husband. Let me warm it for you now. Warm it? You should have brought it hot from the beginning. Do I look like a man who eats cold food? Eh? Am I a beggar? Now, let me tell you something. The soup was not cold at all. It was not just boiling hot. But Chike liked to find problems where there were none. If the food was too hot, he will complain. Too cold, he will complain. Just right, he will still find something to complain about. Maybe the plate was dirty. Maybe she served it with her left hand. Maybe the moon was not shining bright enough. Anything and everything. Last night, he slapped Amara for the first time. Just like that. Our offense, cold soup that was not even cold. Amara cried quietly in the corner while Chike ate his dinner and bleached loudly. Satisfied, this became the pattern of their marriage. Chike would find a reason, any reason to raise his hand on her. The other villagers heard Amara's cries at night, but they turned their faces away. It's between husband and wife. We cannot interfere in people's marriages. The village women who see Amara at the stream with bruises on her arms, and they would shake their heads and whisper, but nobody did anything. Not her parents, not elders, nobody. They all believed that a husband had the right to discipline his wife however he wanted. For 7 long years, Amara suffered. She became thin like a broomstick. Her eyes lost their shine. She stopped laughing. She stopped talking. She just existed, moving through life like a ghost. Every day she woke up, cooked, cleaned, and hoped that maybe today Chike will be in a good mood. But good moods were rare in Chike's house. Then, one night, after Chike had beaten her particularly badly, Amara went to sleep and never woke up. Just like that, her body simply gave up. The village herbalist examined her and shook his head sadly. Her spirit left. He said she was tired of suffering. Now, you would think that Chike would feel guilty, right? Wrong. This man cried at the funeral like he had lost the love of his life. Tears rolling down his cheeks like rain. Oscar-winning performance, I tell you. The villagers who didn't know the truth felt sorry for him. Poor Chike, he loved his wife so much. If only they knew. Chike buried Amara and observed the mourning period. But in his mind, he was already planning. He waited exactly 3 months. Then he began looking for a wife number 2. This time, he told himself he would be smarter. He would find a woman from far away. Someone who had not heard the stories about Amara. He traveled to a neighboring village, and that's where he found Nkim with her smooth skin and gentle smile. She was 22 years old, fresh, innocent looking, with eyes that stayed on the ground when the men spoke to her. Perfect, Chika thought. This one will give me no trouble. Nkem's father was a poor farmer who was happy to receive Chike's bride price. My daughter is very obedient, he told Chike proudly. She never argues, she never raises her voice. She will make you a good wife. Chike smiled. Excellent, he thought. Another quiet one. The wedding was small and simple. Nkem moved into Chike's house with her few belongings, and from day one, she was the perfect wife. She woke up before dawn to prepare breakfast. The house was already clean. His clothes were always washed and ironed. When he spoke, she listened with her head bowed. When he shouted, she trembled. When he raised his hand to strike her, she flinched and cowered. Chike was very pleased with himself. Finally, a wife who knew her place. He would run around the village, chest puffed out, telling other men, "You see, the secret is to establish authority from the beginning. Let them know who is the head of the house. My new wife, she doesn't even breathe without my permission." The other men would nod and laugh, some jealous of her obedience, it seemed. 6 months passed like this. Chike became more and more comfortable. He became careless. He started treating Nkem the way he had treated Amara, thinking she would just accept it. He shouted at her, he threw food on the table, he threw food on the floor. It didn't please him. He started raising his hand, threateningly, but Nkem never cried. She just watched him with those quiet eyes. What Chike didn't know was that Nkem was not what she appeared to be. You see, Nkem has done her homework before agreeing to marry Chike. She had asked questions. She had traveled to Chike's village before the wedding and talked to the women at the market. She heard every single story about Amara, how she suffered, how she died, everything. She could have refused the marriage, but she didn't. Instead, she made a plan. She would marry this wicked man and teach him a lesson he would never forget. Her obedience was just an act. Her fear was fake. All those months she was studying him like a student preparing for an exam, learning his habits, his weakness, his pride, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. That moment came on a Tuesday morning, 6 months after the wedding. Chike woke up that morning expecting his breakfast on the table as usual. But when he entered the kitchen, there was no food, nothing. The pots were cold, the table was empty. His anger rose like the hot water boiling over. He stormed into the bedroom where Nkem was lying in the bed, calm as you please, reading a book. "Nkem, where is my food? Have you gone mad? Do you want to die?" Nkem slowly closed her book. She looked up with a small smile on her face. "Oh, Chike, good morning. Did you need something?" Chike's mouth fell open. Did she just speak to him like that casually? Like he was nobody? What kind of stupid question is that? "Where is my breakfast?" And Nkem yawned and stretched. "Oh, that's well. I was tired this morning, so I decided to sleep in. If you're hungry, the kitchen is right there. You have 2 hands, don't you?" For a moment, Chike stood frozen in shock. Then his face turned red with rage. You useless woman, I will beat the nonsense out of you." He launched towards her, his massive hand raised high. But Nkem was ready. In one swift movement, she rolled off the bed, grabbed his extended hand, and twisted it behind his back with surprising strength. Before Chike knew what was happening, his face was pressed against the floor, his arm bent at an uncomfortable angle. Let me go, you witch," Chike screamed, but he couldn't move. Nkem's grip was like iron. "Witch?" Nkem's voice was calm, almost cheerful. No, my dear husband, not a witch, just a woman who knows how to defend herself. You see, before I married you, I had visited your village. I had asked about your first wife, Amara. I heard everything, every beating, every scream, how she died because of your wicked hands. Chike's blood ran cold. You knew. Oh, yes, I knew everything. And I decided something. I decided that you needed to learn a lesson. So I married you. I pretended to be afraid. I pretended to be weak. But I was just waiting for you to try your nonsense with me. She pressed his face harder against the floor. Now, let me tell you how things will work in this house from now. You will cook, you will clean, you will wash my clothes, you will fetch water, and you will do everything I say when I say. If you refuse, I will go to the village elders and tell them everything about how Amara died. I have witnesses, I have evidences. They will chase you out of this village and you will have nothing. Nothing, I say. You can't do this, Chike gasped. His pride wounded more than his arm. Oh, I can't. Nkem laughed and finally released him. Chike scrambled away from her, panting, confused, his world turned upside down. From that day forward, everything changed in Chike's house. That same morning, Nkem sat like a queen while Chike prepared breakfast for the first time in his life. He burnt the beans. The tea was too bitter, but Nkem made him eat it himself, and by afternoon, the news had spread throughout the village like wildfire. People passing by Chike's cupboard stopped and stared. Big, strong Chike was kneeling by the washing stone, scrubbing his wife's clothes. Chike, who used to beat his wife for cold soup, was now the one being ordered around. Chike, one of his friends called out, laughing. Is that you washing clothes like a woman? Chike's face burnt with shame, but he dare not stop. Nkem was sitting right there watching him like a hawk, called out sharply to his friend. My husband is helping me today. Is there a problem with a man helping his wife? The friend quickly walked away, but the laughter followed him down the road. Over the next few weeks, Chike tried several times to rebel. One morning, he refused to fetch water. I am a man, men don't fetch water. And Nkem just smiled. That calm smile. Oh, you're a man now. Is that the same man who beat a defenseless woman for 7 years? Is that the same man who killed his wife with his own wickedness? That kind of man? Chike's mouth opened and closed like a fish fetched out of water. Nkem said softly, "Oh, I will visit the village square this afternoon and tell everyone what kind of man you are." Another time, he tried to hit her again. Big mistake, and Nkem didn't just defend herself. She actually chased him around like the compound with a broom, beating him on his backside while he ran like a scared goat. The neighbors heard the commotion and came out to watch. They couldn't believe their eyes. Chike the Terrible was running away from his small wife. Please, I'm sorry," Chike screamed as he ran. "Sorry, you're sorry now? Where was this sorry when Amara was begging you?" Whack! The broom landed on his back. One old woman watching from her compound slapped her knee and laughed so hard she nearly fell over. Ah, this is better than the cinema. Chike had finally met his match. From that day, Chike gave up completely. He accepted his new role in the house. Every morning, he woke up before Nkem came to prepare her breakfast. She made sure the house was spotless. He washed her clothes and ironed them carefully. At meal times, he served her first and ate only after she was satisfied. And if you ever meet someone like Chike, someone who thinks his power means controlling others through fear, just smile and tell them this story. Tell them about the man who thought he was a lion but turned out to be just an overgrown house cat. If you enjoyed this story, hit subscribe and join the community. Catch you guys later. Thank you.